Hi, Sharon here with another 2-minute tip. This week we're here with the lovely Clara, who is a bride and will be getting married in England, so she will be doing her own makeup. We've gone through her makeup and gotten rid of what she doesn't need. Simple, easy, streamlined, and effective. That's exactly how this beautiful bride's going to look. Now, as you can see, Clara has lovely skin. She's got youthful skin, something that myself and others in my crowd have forgotten what it's like. I'm not going to put a lot of makeup on her because she wants a nice natural look. So I'm going to use a dual finish powder and put it in strategic places, just only where she needs it. Now Clara has a lovely light skin. I'm going to use the number 31 on her, from Audrey Morris, or sold under Barelle, or you can check out MAC's Studio Fix, as I said before. It's another great product. Now notice I'm just going on her little freckles and any spots that she may have, because her skin's in pretty good condition. Of course, she's young. Young and beautiful. Now the nose, we all have trouble with the nose. So around the corners, now can you look up for me please? And in the corners of the eyes, oftentimes we have a discoloration, no matter what age we are, even babies do. So, but all we need to do is just take a simple little brush like this and cover underneath. I'm just using this simple little dome brush by Quo. What it does is it takes any bluing or redness away, and again around the nose, because that's where we get a lot of wear and tear. And just a couple of spots over here. Now, okay, look into camera. And could you close your eyes for me, please? Perfect. She even lifted up her brows. I'm impressed. Now, why do I cover her eyes? Because any makeup that she wants to put on afterwards, the powder will absorb any oil on her skin. Should she choose to accept the mission of wearing false lashes, it'll be better. But I have a feeling she may not. Now, keeping her eyes closed, you can see the difference that makes. And open your eyes for us. See how it just lightens the eye enough. It gives it a good base for whatever she wants to do. Okay, now the other side. And, okay, you can look into camera. And we pull back, and haven't used very much at all, but her skin just looks, I don't know, it's just stepped up a notch. I'm just going to do a little bit here too. So, why don't you take a look at that, Clara, and tell me what you think.
Yeah, it's much brighter and even.
Yeah, and it's not a lot, is it?
And usually I make my eyes disappear with too much makeup, so this is great.
Yes, good. Okay, now we're going to check out the brows. Now with this foundation too, brides have been known to shed a tear or two. So what she can easily do with a clean finger when she has this compact close to her is stick her finger in if her nose is or her eyes. Just do this and just go back into where any of the makeup may come off. It's fast and it's easy and it's effective. Okay, now for the brows. Now Clara has lovely brows and doesn't require much, but before I did anything, I just combed them up. And what I'm going to do is clean off around here on this brow and underneath on both. I'm going to just take a few hairs off here to even them out, and then we will add just a tad of eyeshadow to give the weight that's needed. Okay, so I've just trimmed off the few hairs that she's had and combed them up. Now I'm going to take her flat-edged Quo, brush, and she has a compact here of various shades that I think will do her for everything. So I'm going into the dark brown, and I'm only going to spot fill. And I think that's all she needs for that. Okay, brows done, simple, easy, effective. Now we're going to take that exact same dark brown powder and the flat-edged angled brush that we just did for her brows. Close your eyes. And I'm simply going to push it in along her lash line to create a very soft liner. And then just smoosh it up a little bit at the end, soften it up a wee bit. And let's see, take a look at that.
Very nice, very nice.
She likes, folks. Okay, so I've done both her eyes with just the flat-edged angled brush, placing it and then spreading it a little to soften it up. And then I took some more and using the flat side of the flat angled brush, I added a bit more here, just coming down like this. And if she finds that one side's stronger than the other, or she wants a little less with a little bit of the foundation powder on this brush, she just needs to go over it like so, and voila.
It's great.
So now I'm going to add just a wee bit to the bottom outside corners. So if she's looking up for me already, just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. And of course, always eyeshadow, not eyeliner, because eyeliner's too heavy. And then just soften it up with the other brush. And take a look. You can take a look and see what you think.
Great.
Okay, so I'm going to add in her palette here, this one down here. It's a soft, kind of a biscuit color, and it's got a wee bit of shimmer in it, which is just lovely for any bride. And I'm simply just going to sweep it across her eyelid, very subtly, so that the light catches it. Okay.
I don't usually look like this. I usually have a furrowed brow if it's too bright out or I'm thinking too hard. So what can I do to soften that?
She's way too young for Botox, right, folks? What you can do is take a fine little brush and use your lipstick brush for this purpose. Go back into the powder, the dual finish powder here, and just go into the center, inside the line. It won't get rid of it. It won't stop you from doing it, but it will. Okay, squeeze together, and we have another little spot right here. As you age, you'll be doing more and more of it. But I think that's a way to counter it that isn't too, you know, it doesn't make a big deal out of it, but it keeps any darkness within the depths of the furrow lighter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the eyes. Now I'm gonna add, just because she has a sort of a hooded eye, but doesn't want to wear a lot of makeup. Close for me. I'm going to just add some more of that brown mixed with one of the other colors. Sort of a biscuit. I tend to mix everything together, you know that, gang. So I'm just going to blend this up and out. Whoops, not on your nose though, right? Turn your head this way. And then maybe just into the socket line, just a wee bit. And again, if one is lighter or darker than the other, you can use your foundation powder to even them out. So take a look and see if that gives you more depth.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not hard to do, but you just treat it like a hooded eye approach, only at the outside. Okay, now for the mascara. We just agreed that she doesn't have a lash curler, and if she did, she probably wouldn't use it. So we're just going to go with a mascara. I'll chalk her into some lashes maybe some other time. So just look straight ahead for me. That's perfect. Now when you go as close to the root as possible and zigzag. Look down a little bit. And then sweep on top. So you can see how that finishes the look beautifully. So zigzagging back and forth at the root. And you see she's got lovely lashes like I used to have. Now I get my lashes out of a box. Okay, so take a look at that and see how you like that overall look.
Certainly lashes there.
Yes, there are. But remember, for your wedding, you're going to be photographed. And when you're further away from people, you need to have a little more intensity than you would if you're up close and personal like this. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we're on to the blush. She has a lovely color once again in this compact that's going to work beautifully. It's just a very soft kind of it's a color that will go with both warm and cool, very much like the MAC Prism. So I'm just going to do this part of her cheek. Not too much. Kind of like that C shape that you've heard me describe before, gang. Now when everything's all done, we can check the blush again to see. Now it's interesting on camera, it's showing up more. But here's something else that I like to do for brides. Close your eyes, and with this blush is to go once, twice over the eyeballs. For some reason it just looks fabulous. Okay, so then I'm going to go into that shimmer again with this little brush here. And I'm going to go over just the cheekbone. Yeah, that's what you call it, the cheekbone. And I'm just going to add a little bit of shimmer there so that we have that glow without it looking like, well, you know, way over the top. It's one thing to have a glow to your skin. It's something else to look like a grease slick. Okay, so take a look at that and see how you like it.
Oh yeah, very nice, subtle, but there.
Yes. And you can always add more after you get the whole thing put together. Okay, now to the lips. So our contestant has chosen a nice red that is neither warm nor cool. It's kind of a neutral red, if that makes any sense at all. So it is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour. I'm not sure if they still sell this color, but you can get something close to it. And what's great about this product, of course, is that it doesn't bleed or feather and it stays on, is that, what am I trying to say? I can't talk and apply lipstick at the same time, gang. Yes, that's it. You can put it on the top lip and then just smush your lips together so that it transfers to the bottom while it's still wet, so that gives you a kind of a stain more than anything. Oh, that's a pretty color on you. Yes, just stay like that. And our bride prefers no shimmer. She likes a matte look to her lips. So I'm not going to put a highlight on. So take a look and see how that is for color for you.
It's great. It does feel kind of funny.
Well, yeah, while it's drying. And then what we're going to do, okay, so we've added the gloss, and what do you think?
I love it. Nice color.
And how does that feel?
Doesn't feel
pull
weird.
back for a little bit for you. For your overall look as a bride.
Yeah, I like it. It's great. I can see my eyes. Which is
Yes.
the point.
Well, and this is the good thing too. When you take a minimal approach and you use neutrals, it will always make your eyeball pop. You know, they say if you've got blue eyes, then wear blue liner. Au contraire. Do not do that. Just use your neutral browns, grays, and blacks, and you'll never go wrong. From this age to the time you get up to the crepity age that I'm at. Now I have to say, I absolutely love Claire's hair. She's a wonderful example, you see to the side, of a good cut with curly hair.
It's June Crokin, best hairdresser.
Great. And turn to the other side, and that's in Toronto, and she's just done like a little, you know, what was that, a twist in the top here. And what I love about it is it's balanced for her head and face shape. And it looks absolutely beautiful on her. And she doesn't need anything more than this as a bride. You're going to make your own headpiece?
Yes, I'm going to make a crown with mostly green and a few hellebore or freesia in a nod to my fiance's Polish heritage.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it seems like we have success. I'd like to thank Clara and wish her all the best for a long and happy married life.
Thanks, Sharon.
And we'll see you next time.